In today's lesson, we're going to be learning about variables. This is the first lesson of variables, so I put variables 1 as our title. Make sure you go to your table of contents and fill out your table of contents with today's date, the title, and what page you are on. Once you do that, go ahead and write down the objective. Pause the video so you can write it down. Our objective today is I can solve expressions with a variable when the value is given. Once you've done that, let's draw our Cornell notes so that we can start taking our notes today. Our definition of a variable when it comes to algebra is a symbol, such as a letter, representing an unknown number in an algebraic expression. So again, our definition is a symbol, such as a letter, representing an unknown number in an algebraic expression. That is our definition of variable. So I'm going to put variable up here just so we know this is what we are learning about, variable. Definition, a symbol such as a letter representing an unknown number in an algebraic expression. Our example of that, EX, represents example. For instance, if we have M plus 11, the variable is M. So when you see an expression that has a variable in it or a letter in it, that is considered the variable. We are going to learn today how to take a value of that variable and put it into an expression so that we can solve. So I'm going to label this part as what do we do? What do we do? If I have x equals 6, what am I going to do if I have the expression 4x plus 12? Or you might see it as just 4x plus 12. What are we going to do? Well, we're actually going to take this 6 and we're going to replace it into our x. Like we're going to put it into x. So we're going to rewrite the problem first. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite, replacing the variable. So I have 4x is my variable, x equals 6, so I'm going to put in 6 plus 12. Now notice that I chose to use the parentheses because when we see a variable next to a number, it actually means multiply. This would not be 46. It's 4 times 6. 4 times 6. Okay, not 46. So that's something that we have to remember here is when a variable is by a number, it means multiply. And we'll write that down in just a second. So once we've rewrote the problem using our variable in it, now we can solve. Okay? And when solving expressions, we use this thing called order of operations, which you're going to learn here shortly. But in this expression, we would multiply first and then add. So we would multiply 4 times 6, then we would add 12. Four times 6 is 24, plus 12, we would get 36. So that's what we would do when we have a variable that has a value. So again, let's write what I said over here just so that we remember. We're going to put when a variable is right next to a number, it means multiply. Multiply. And a big star next to that. When a variable is right next to a number, it means multiply. For instance, 3x would mean 3 times x. Okay, and same thing up here. 4x is 4 times 6 since we have a value. Okay, let's try some examples with just one variable. So a equals 8, and here's my first example. A, 7 plus 5. First, rewrite your problem with your variable now with its value. So A, its value is 8, so I would rewrite it as 8. Now I can solve. 8 times 7, 56, plus 5 would be 61. And that would be our answer. Okay, our second example, 12 minus 8 plus a times 2. Now notice x can be a variable and x can also mean multiply. So when you have expressions with variables, know when you're using which x. So this x is considered multiply in this case because our variable is a. So first, rewrite 12 minus 8 plus came to my variable equals 8, so put 8 times 2. Now, again, you'll be learning order of operations here soon. In these situations, you always multiply before you add or subtract. So 12 minus 8 plus 8 times 2 is 16. Now we're going to subtract 12 minus 8, 4 plus 16. Now we can do this, which gives us 20. Let's try a couple more examples. I want you to try them on your own. So you're going to pause the video, try them on your own, and then come back to when you have them done. So we're going to do C equals 12. Our first example is C plus 12 plus 522. So that's example number 1. Pause the video, try it by yourself, then come back and see if you got it correct. We should have rewritten the question. 12 plus 12 plus 522. 12 plus 12 is 24 plus 522. Our answer is 546. Hope you did great. All right, let's try another one. We have C divided by 2 times 2. This is another symbol for multiplying. Try this one on your own. Come back to see if you got it correct. So we should have rewritten the problem first, putting in our value for C, 12 divided by 2 times 2. This case, we would divide before we multiply because it comes first. 12 divided by 2 is 6 times 2. 6 times 2 is 12. All right, let's try one where you have to tell me whether it's true or false. So I'm going to put T or F. Is it true or false? 3,427 minus C equals 242 plus C. You're going to have to solve for each side to be able to tell me if it's true or false. Let's see if you got it correct. This statement here is false. Okay, because 242 plus 12 is 254, and 3,427 minus 12 is 3,415. So 3,415 equals 254? That'd be false. It does not equal each other. Now go try the practice and see how you do.